Hello, I'm Namine, 이유민, 정성빈, 최수빈. Group 4 announce the 니마이어 카사다미 canoas. The table of contents consists of 6 in total. Let me start with the first table of contents, the introduction of architect. Oscar Niemeyer was a Brazilian architect who was one of the key figures in modern architectural development. Niemeyer was most famous for his use of abstract shape and curve, and his memory or said, "I am not attractive to human-made rigid, inflexible straight lines or straight lines. I am attractive to the free following sensory curves. I am the curves found in the mountains of my country, the scenes of rivers, the waves of the sea, the body of a loving woman. Curves make up the whole universe, the curved universe of Einstein." In a 17-year career, he designed about 600 projects. To briefly introduce one of their represented works, the Palace of Planalto is the presidential residence in Brazil, the capital of Brazil. Next are the Brazilian Parliament and the Cathedral. Next are the Nimairo Museum of Modern Art and the Oscar Niemeyer Museum, which were built after 1990s as mentioned earlier. You can see many curved structures. The second table of contents is the location introduction. The project is located on the Canoas Highway near the São Conrado area of Rio de Janeiro in Brazil, South America. It is located on a dense plant inline hill where people can see the ocean and meditate on nature.
The third is Housing Project Concept Design Crisis. Designed by Oscar Niemeyer, Casa das Canoas is based on a design concept that aims at a harmonious combination of humans, nature, and architecture. The architecture goes beyond just living space, but it also showcases how human life, nature beauty, and architectural artistry combine to create a comprehensive work. Oscar Niemeyer chose an approach that preserves the site's irregular terrain and central rock as much as possible. He believed that architecture should harmonize with its surrounding and integrate naturally. To do this, Niemeyer unified rock as a part of the house by designing the building around the rock, allowing some of the building to be buried in the ground without changing the terrain. This method creates the effect of blurring the boundaries of indoor and outdoor space and bring nature into everyday life. First, this picture is a model of real terrain and buildings, showing how houses were built on irregular terrain. Next, you can see the existence of rock on the inside and outside in the real house and even on the stairs that go down. Modernist architecture is an architectural movement that began from the early to mid-20th century, emphasizing functionality, simplicity, and the use of new architectural technique and materials. Modernism pursued the principle of form follow function while minimizing decorative elements. Oscar Niemeyer embraced this fundamental principle of modernism, but in his work he designed Casa das Canoas combining curved and organic forms. We can see two characteristics of modernism in Casa das Canoas, first being the curved shape of the roof. Next is the point using geometry in the plan. First, you can see the similarity between the swimming pool and the curved walls of the house. Next, we can see the similarity between the walls of the house and the rock-shaped curve. The shape of the roof can also be seen to be similar to the curve of the rock.
The first is the plans and the facades. We will talk about appearance study and description of functional design space configuration through plans and facades. This is an isometric view. The part marked in blue is a shared space, and the part marked in green is a personal space. This allows you to see that public and private spaces are completely separate. Also, private spaces are divided into walls, and public spaces are open without boundaries. Next is plans. This is a first floor plan with a living room, dining room, toilet, and kitchen on the first floor. This is a ground floor plan. The ground floor consists of 4 bedrooms, 3 bedrooms, and a library. Next, I will introduce the movement line. First of all, there are 2 main entrances on the first floor and 1 on the ground floor. The sub-entrance is located on the kitchen side, and the secondary line is marked in yellow. Vertical movement can be done through stairs. The building's entry ramp is located on the swimming pool side, and you can enter the allowed area in the picture. This picture is an elevation view from the north and an elevation view from the south. Next, I prepared cross sections. In cross section A-A, you can see the living room on the first floor and the study on the ground floor. And in cross section B-P, you can see the living room and dining room on the first floor.
This time I will introduce the interior and exterior interiors. First, the overall floor plan. It's a whole exterior. From the front, a large log is at the center, and in front of it is a fluid curved floor, and behind it is a building. The picture above shows the log. The center of the log seen from the side. The picture below shows the log seen from the front. This is a view on the right side of the building. This side is where the kitchen is located. The bottom wall is said to have been chosen by Nimaior as green to harmonize with nature. The left side of the back of the building looks like this. If you look here, the roof is larger than the interior space. The outdoor space with the roof supported by columns allows you to rest. It's a view of the front of the building. The thin, flat roof slabs are constructed of reinforced concrete, reminiscent of the surrounding landscape. It has a unique curved shape and is supported by pilotis, which highlight the flow of the house contribute to the contribution. The roof has a small slope to the perimeter drain. Several thin columns support a horizontal thickness of 20 to 30 centimeters, conveying a feeling of lightness and fluidity throughout the building. The house uses sliding doors, which are part of an architectural strategy to adapt to Brazil's hot and humid climate. Sliding doors have the effect of maximizing the cooling effect through natural ventilation by boosting the airflow inside the building.
Before air conditioning became popular, Nimaier's house in the 1950s provided a sustainable and efficient way to regulate the indoor temperature through these sliding doors, without relying on the machine's cooling system. Entering the main entrance, there is a living room on the left. Although it is a common space, it needs to be private in the gathering place, so it is made of a cozy wooden wall, not a glass wall. And on the right is a dining room. The table is placed in a partially shaded place so that no curtains can be drawn on the glass. It is a chair that you can see as soon as you enter the doorway. This stylish chair was made by the daughter of architect Nimaiọ. These furnishings provide the familiarity of a cozy atmosphere in the open space. As you can see in the picture, thanks to the structure made up of most glass walls, the boundaries between indoor and outdoor space are blurred, harmonizing with a surrounding nature environment and creating a harmonious atmosphere. On the way through the dining room, you can see a rug inside on the right. There are stairs that go down if you go forward. There is a kitchen on the left before going down the stairs. This place, which you can see as soon as you go down, is the lobby and study. Curved chairs are many books on wooden shelves, creating a cozy atmosphere. It is the lobby and stairs that you can see from different directions. Unlike the second floor, which was a common space, was made up of most glass walls, the first floor was made of just walls, creating a private atmosphere. Can you see the circle on the ceiling? The bedroom uses small circular perforations for the bedroom that needs natural ventilation. Unlike the second floor, which feels open, the slightly unusual shaped windows in each room are made small because they are intended to look outside for privacy. The ground floor was a common space, but the basement floor was a private space where the architecture Nimaier's family lived. So we couldn't prepare it because there were not many pictures of the bedroom on the first floor. This is the last chapter of architectural significance. First, the architect's intention. Oscar Niemeyer tried to design a building that melts into the natural environment, not a building that feels different from the natural environment. It can be divided into three keywords: harmony with nature, unique zoning, and the modernism.
First, examples of harmony with nature include one that connects the inside and the outside without damaging the log located in the center of the building, and one that is intended to make the building and nature appear on by painting the outer work green. Next, it features a unique zoning that clearly separates common and private spaces. The common space is placed on the first floor, made of glass to make it look like an open space, and the private space is placed on the ground floor so that it is cooler and does not interfere with the surroundings when resting. Finally, modernism. This building was built in the early days of modernism, and you can see the characteristics of modernism in this building because of its covered roof its use of glass that made it feel like roof was floating, and its use of reinforced concrete, which was not common at the time. Why put a lock in the middle of the house without leaving it? The house is a private space, but why did they make a wall out of whole glass? We chose this house because we wanted to investigate it, because we thought these things were very different from what we've seen so far.
Thank you for listening our presentation.